January 16th, and I wanted to show you guys my syllabus, my first syllabus of the semester. I did end up receiving my first syllabus of the semester last night, so I got up early and I was just like, I really need to figure out how I'm going to be planning on my semester. So this is for health assessment, for any of you guys that were wondering. Yeah, this class is like 4 credits. So this is lecture and lab. So health assessment is, I'm going to be having health assessment on Fridays, and I'm going to be having labs on Saturdays in the afternoons. So as you guys can see, this is my first week of nursing school. So this is things that I have to do before, going to class and stuff like that. So as you guys can see here, this is the topics that they're going to be going over that day in theory, which is, a lot. And then basically we do have assigned readings, as you guys can see here, chapters 1 through 5, which I did end up telling you guys that in a previous clip that I had to read chapters 1 through 5 and chapter 8. But for the first week, they're just going over chapters 1 through 5. And as you guys can see here, course point. So I'm guessing we have to do course point before going into class that Friday. So that's like another homework assignment that I have to do this weekend. I have to, watch and learn the videos. And I'm guessing we have to get a 75% or more on just watching these videos and answering the questions and stuff like that. For lab, this is what we're going to be doing. And then basically this is the videos that we have to review and stuff that we have to do before going into lab. As you guys can see here, we have to download and bring this nursing interview guide and physical assessment guide forms. And we can get those from Course Point. I'll probably show you guys what Course Point is like, in the next clip or something like that. And then as you guys can see here, we have to print out the chapters 2 and 8 for the first day of class. And then I have to, continue to watch the Course Point learn videos, but I have to add chapter 8 also. So that's what I have to basically do before, going into class for Friday and Saturday. So I basically have, like a week to watch these videos. And then this is week 2, week 3, which is not really a lot compared to, the first week. I do have my first exam on Valentine's Day. So as you guys can see, we do have case studies also for VSIM. I do not know what that is, you guys. So the good thing is we did end up receiving our syllabus early, so I can jot it down on my planner. I don't know if I'm going to include a clip of me, planning out my semester. I'll see if I do or not. If not, that's going to be a separate video. So like, this is my planner, if any of you guys were wondering. I did end up showing it to you guys. But this is how it looks like. As you guys can see here, it's tiny, which I really like. And this is how your week looks like. As you guys can see here, you have a little tab for errands, what you have to buy that week, like groceries and stuff like that, any calls that you have to do, any bills that you have to pay that week. And this is how it's laid out for the week. As you guys can see here, more things for you to write, and then to write anything. But for myself, I did end up adding these templates. These templates, as you guys can see here, and basically, you write down the date for like, this is like for just one day, and then anything that you have to do, and then your checklist of things that you have to do, and then little box to write anything. And then this is basically time blocks. So this semester I am going to be doing time blocks because I noticed, so basically last year I would prioritize myself, giving myself like a certain day to do assignments for my online classes, just so I wouldn't do them the last minute. And I feel like it helped out so much because I feel like I got so much done. So I'm going to be doing time blocks, and I'm going to be starting out a schedule for that. As you guys can see here, the time, it goes from 6 in the morning until 10 in the morning. So I'll be writing out my schedule and stuff like that. So like when I go to school, because school's going to be busy, as you guys can see from my syllabus. And then I did end up getting stickers from the Happy Planner. I'm guessing I did end up getting these stickers too from Walmart when they were on sale for clearance. For any of you guys that were wondering, these ones I did end up getting also from Walmart. They were on clearance too, but I'm guessing they cost like around $5. for 1 pack. So if you guys are interested in it, this I'll link it down below for those that are interested. So I am going to be jotting down all my assignments and stuff like that, and then I am going to be putting out a calendar where I'm going to have like like the huge assignments and the chapters. So I'll probably do a video. I don't know if I should do a separate video for that for the month of February, but I will be doing for sure a video of a plan with me, like the whole semester for nursing school video. So look out for that video. So I am now on course per for any of you guys that were wondering. This is what cost me $200. So as you guys can see here, once you log in, this is what comes up. So basically about this product, course content. This is Prep You and BSIM for nursing. So I'm gonna click course content. I did include the ebook, and as you guys can see here, I can just click the first chapter and just read the textbook. So if I do end up forgetting my textbook in class or something, I can just access it, and this is the first chapter. And then on the side there's a notebook, and then there's flashcards, there's figures, and stuff like that. If you need to look anything up, you can just search it up right there. So as you guys can see here, you have like a little case study and stuff like that, but I do need to get to reading. And also, as you guys can see here, if you guys do not like reading, you can just have them read it for you.
Nurse's role in health assessment, collecting and analyzing data. Learning objectives. Discuss how nursing assessment skills are needed for every situation the nurse encounters.
Okay, so yeah, that's that. So I'm guessing this is what we're supposed to be printing out. This is like I do not know what it is, but show you guys my planner. I did film how I planned out my planner and stuff like that, but I just ended up doing just the monthly ones, and on like the weekly I will be doing it. I'll probably just include it in my vlogs and let you guys know like what I have planned that week and stuff like that, just because I didn't really know like how to film and incorporate the monthly and the weekly. So as you guys can see here, I did end up making some mistakes just because I was so confused. But I did end up color coding, my classes I am going to be taking, which is 3 classes: health assessment, farm, role and development. And then I did have a section for quizzes and exams. And as you guys can see here, the thing that was really confusing was like the due dates of like certain things. Like they didn't include it in our syllabus, so I will have to keep track of like what I have due, and go off of what is on Canvas versus the syllabus. So it's like those two things that I do have to worry about. Is like I have to worry about the dates that were on our syllabus, and then I also have to worry about the dates that they added on Canvas which weren't included in my syllabus, if that makes sense. So this is like my first week of nursing school. I already have to read my syllabus and the first 75 pages in my farm book. Have to read the first chapter of Masters, which I still have not received my textbook for that class. I won't be receiving it until this day when I start class, but I will not be here, so I'll just not be able to read the first chapter. And then I guess we have a week 1 study guide that we have to do. I have to check about that on Canvas. Then this is health assessment. I did end up screwing over, but I do have to watch some course point videos before I even get to class for health assessment on Friday, which is like the first 5 chapters, and learning about like how to assess patients and stuff like that. Then for pharmacology, we do have some stuff due. We do have a quiz due. We do have a paper due that is like around 2 pages that we have to do. Then we have like this ATI assignment that I'm guessing we have to do on ATI. Also, like this is for role and development. We have, you know, some agreements that we have to sign and stuff like that. And then I don't know, they told us in orientation that we have to complete 100 questions for role and development, so I have to look more into that, you know, today on Canvas. As you can see here, next week I have my first quiz for farm, and then, you know, more time on, you know, assessing things. I feel like health assessment is really not that bad compared to you know, farm and role and development, but you know, we will see, just because I heard, you know, the opposite. People do well in health assessment but they struggle in farm, or I can do well in farm but struggle in health assessment. So for February is what I did in the filming, and as you guys can see, February is a really busy month just because we have so much going on. I have exams like 3 weeks in a row. The good thing is I don't have exams like back to back, which, you know, is a good thing. So I basically have an exam every week in February. So also in March I do have, you know, a week. I do have exams every week except the week of March 15th. But yeah, I do have the 2 exams on the same week. And then, you know, and in April, which is, you know, the last week of nursing school, my last days is basically the last week of April. I'll be taking my health assessment exam and my skills check off that week, the first 2 days of May. So this is how it looks like. I know it looks pretty empty, but you know, as I have other stuff going on, you know, I'll just, you know, include it. And then as you guys can see here, this is my spring break, and then I have some stuff that I have to do for health assessment. You know, and once I come back from spring break, I have 2 exams, which is my health assessment and my pharmacology exam going on. Then I have a quiz, my 3rd skills check off, which is going to be running which is basically going to run for 2 weeks, from like what I saw in the syllabus. And then I do have my finals of role development and pharmacology on the same day, and then my final for health assessment also that week, because it is going to be finals week, just because we are 1 week ahead of, like, you know, like the regular schedule. So basically this is how my planner looks like. I did end up filming it of, like, you know, how my schedule is going to look like, and basically, you know, if anything else comes up, I'll be adding it. Any more assignments that I have going up, any more assignments that I do have you know, going on, I'll be adding them to my planner.